Greetings, Minecrafters, Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 14 of my Resonant Rise 3 Let's Play. Today I'm going to pick up where I left off last time with the Dimlet creation, because I think I had it figured out just after I stopped recording. So, let's start with that. So, I figured out that this thing does need power, this Dimlet workbench. This, when it's empty, is not visible. There's nothing there. So I didn't know that it needed power. But as soon as I plugged it in with power, pop, we got all these pieces. So, actually, I still need to get out my absorber. Yeah, I had made a second one at one point. Oop. Get my brightness back up. There we go. Alright, so, Dimlet base, material type. There. No. Where does that go? That goes there. Alright. Basic memory unit. There. Okay. Basic energy module. I think that goes there. Then the control circuit. And that gives us material marble dimlet. I think it worked. Poof. I have created my own dimlet. Alright. Yipe. Okay. Now, what have I got in here? I've got sky. Oh, that's my old flat world. It should now. I put a activity sensor in there. Notice the current power is not going down, even though I've taken it out of power storage. That's because it's offline. It's unloaded, like this yellow bar indicates. So now I can put that in storage, and it's safe to go there. It'll only... Oops, which one? This one. These others have drained since I had them in storage, but this one has stayed full. So that's good. Alright, that's the void world. This is the solid Yellorium. Where is... Did I take it apart? I guess I did take it apart, expecting to put it back together again. So we want to do marble. And I know the ocean types work. So I should have the kelp forest. I have the oil field. That's the one I was using before. So let's use that one. It's the one I used for the Yellorium place. I already have one in there. Alright. So material, ocean oil. I could just try that. I guess I will. Alright, this will be marble. Store it. Got it. Replace it. Whoop. Did it go in? No, it didn't go in. And we got another one of these damn freezes. Alright, there it's in. So now let's power it up. Only costs 10 per tick. There it goes. It's fully charged, or fully rendered? Realized. Realized is the word they use. It's fully realized, and it's charging up like mad. Love how fast my system can dump power in there. So what ID is this? This is ID 14. So let's change canyon, since I'm probably not going back there again, to 14. And we'll call that marble. Oops. Marble. Alright. Marble is 100%. Now we just have to... There we go. Interrupt that one. And change it to marble. And we're set. Alright, so I've got my teleporter. And I should have my key as a backup. I do. So here it goes. And we have arrived. But it has not worked. What is this? Let's go over here. We have like a Sky Islands age with an ore of saltpeter. So we have the Great Saltpeter Floating Islands, which is pretty much useless for me. But hey, while I'm here, I'll grab some saltpeter, because why not? Maybe someday I'll need some saltpeter. Can make gunpowder out of that. I think it's a nitrate. Don't quote me on that. My chemistry is very rusty. Well, you get a lot of experience for digging saltpeter. This is a semi-decent way to get lots and lots of experience very quickly. Look at it all. There's a couple levels, which at level 50, that's quite saying something. All right, so let's head on back. Oh, yeah, already. I don't have to hold that one down. I'm so used to the ender porters. We have to hold them down. And the key. All right, so that didn't work, but that's okay. That's okay. We know how to fix that now. We know how to try again. We get a number. We'll do 0. Oh, wait, features shallow ocean. It's not what I wanted. Oh, I have digit 6. I got a lot of digit 6. All right, let's try that. So we take it out, pop it in here, we extract, we stick in digit 6, we store, and if I remember correctly, no, it's not powered anymore. That's okay. Okay, it's ready. So, what age number was this? This is 15, so we don't need 14 anymore. Go to 15. It's still called marble, even though it's our second marble. We have to interrupt first marble and dial the second marble. All right. Our teleporter is fully charged. Ready to go. Beam me down. Hopefully this will be marble. No. What is this? Nether osmium. There was an explosion. It's also very dark. Interesting. Oil exploded. A bunch of them did. We're going to have some serious oil fires here. So that's strange. It is the right biome. But it's nether ore and not marble. Oh, do we have nether ores explode? Yep, we do. That's why all that's why all the oil they cut through the ores when they generate, and then that triggered the explosion somewhere down the line. And so this is going to be the world of flaming oil wells. So I will call this age Kuwait. Yeah, so I don't need this one particularly. So we'll try one more time. Head home. The mobs can have this one. Solar's better anyway, or in my case, Eulorium. So we'll toss the nether osmium ore away, and we'll try another digit. Let's see here. We've got, there we go, 5. So we'll trade the 6 for a 5. So take it out. Put it in there, extract, take out this. Oh, the 6 got in the middle. That's probably what happened. Does it matter the order? Store. Yeah, it's still 15. Interesting. So the order matters, I think. That's what I've seen in the config, but hey, look, it changed the order back again. Huh. Or maybe just when you unpack it, it ruins the order. That's possible. All right, so store that. And this is now... Don't know what age number it is yet. Wait till it realizes. 16. Alright, so we're on to the next one. Just for clarity's sake. Alright, 16. It's charging up. See marbles. 72, 73. Going up. Alright. Let's put this other dimlet back. Don't need to take it with me. Charged up, ready to go. Here we go again. Once more into the breach. No, we've got... It looks like the same age. It is the same. Oh, I didn't change the teleporter. I better get out of here. This one might not stay charged for too long. No, it was only a 10 cost, so it should be quick. There we go. There was just a small delay. Alright, so we have to change this. That could have been a costly mistake, but thankfully it wasn't. Dial. So I think it does, if you go into an age that is completely unpowered, it is 10 million damage? I don't know. Far enough to probably wipe out my armor. I probably would not survive it. So we are now dialed to age 16. 100%. My teleporter is recharged. Let's go. Alright. Checklists. Gotta have a checklist. Still no marble. Sky again. This time, that's an interesting water placement there. I'm not going to... If I cause a block update, it'll make a mess. I won't. Cyan-stained clay. Well, there's your marble. That's not enough. Yeah, there's a lot of water like that. Alright, well, this is another failure. Let's head back. Try one more time. Gotta get this. Oops. Yeah, it puts them in a different order when they come out. Alright, well, 0 worked for me before, so... Can I get 0? There we go. Lucky number 0. Up here. Okay, store. Marble. Whoops. Oops. Marble. And go ahead and realize it. You have to name it before you realize it. Because when it realizes, whatever name it has is the name it gives the matter receiver on the other end, and that's what shows up here. Which is why test 2 is actually the high flat fog age. But even though I've renamed it, that receiver is still named test 2. Which is sad because you don't know what's there until you've made it. So you can't... I don't think you can rename the teleporter once it's in place. Okay, so... we're now on 17, I suppose. I didn't check. 17. Everything's charged up. Alright, here we go. We're on our way. Come on, marble. Come on, marble. No, it's some sort of fibroin from Minechem. Got lots of rubies. All the rubies we can eat, but not it. Alright, I'm going to try some more and I'll come back in a moment. Alright, here goes number 18. Let's see what this one looks like. I tried something different. And doesn't look like it's worked. This is actual water. What's down here at the bottom? because I can see the water. Actually, if I hit that, oh, it's marble. Okay, so this time it made the ocean, but it does have marble. So, all right. This worked. Let's plop down my, let's see, get that. And teach it marble. Start. Okay. Plenty of marble now. All right, that worked. All right, so let me head back. Okay. Let me show you. All right, well, I put a feature none and terrain normal. Those are the two that I added, and I took away the number. So it's material, marble, ocean oil fields, biome, terrain normal, feature none. That was the order that I put them in. So that seemed to do better. Still don't know why sometimes the ocean changes the water to the ore and sometimes to a ground. That just may be a weirdness about the mod. I don't know. Wow, I've already got 5,000 of these. I ran out of the essence of dye, and I went and stuck it in there, and it's already at 5,000. It's only been an hour or so. The other thing I've been working on, just a little bit, is once again Benny's Mods tempts me with better materials. So I made some spectacles here. Do I have any leaves that are a different color? I do not. This may take a while. Yeah, I've done these before. This is an industrial apiary. I made 4 territory upgrades, which makes it pretty big. An automation upgrade, that's the important one. Flowering upgrade, 8 of them. That should help pollination of these trees. And an open sky upgrade, though I ended up putting it out here. So I think it's got clear sky above it. No, maybe it does have the edge of the island. So it's good that I had that in there. Yep. Might as well fix that. Alright, so at some point I should expect to see some of these leaves changing colors. And then I hit them with a grafter and hopefully get a crossbreed. Because I found some woods that I liked, but it may take too many crossbreeds to get where I need to. But thankfully I know how to do this, and hopefully it'll work. I haven't gotten far enough to say whether or not it's working or not. But yeah, the flowers just wasn't working for me. I could get crossbreeds, but there's no way I can get it in the quantities I needed. Alright, so figured out how to decompile Dimlets and rebuild new ones. Made the marble age. How we doing on marble? Marble. It's going up pretty quickly. And what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working on some other design features. So I really want to move quickly because this is just getting too crowded. I mean, I've got this thing up here for the honey because I needed to power the treealizer. I'm getting a good bunch of combs from those bees out there. The automation upgrade recycles the princesses and drones back inside automatically, so you don't need pipes for that. This upgrade right here. And then any excess and the combs is getting piped out into my same tesseract that's giving it power. So it's straightforward and Seems to be working just fine. Let's take a look one more time. I mean, this one's slightly discolored on one side because it's in a different biome. But there should be I think it was a lighter colored spots. These are the right leaves. They just say leaves, and they say forestry for Minecraft. So these are all the correct trees. Originally, I planted basic spruce and oak. Birch and oak, excuse me. But I needed to treealize them once so that they became forestry type. So, except for the bee processing block, the rest of this is pure forestry. I haven't gotten into the binnies part yet. But I will hopefully get some progress here. That's going to be, I just want to get that started so it's in the background. And then I've got where is it? An electronic grafter, an industrial grafter. Also from Gendustry, the same as made the industrial apiary down there. At one point I built this. It's Quiverbow mod, modified power knuckle. You craft it with gunpowder and it can take up to 8. It does 15 damage, explosion, mines 3x3 with silk touch 1. I was trying to use that to pick up those RFTools shard ores, but oops, what'd I get stuck on? But it didn't work for that because it was only silk touch 1. Speaking of which, how is this thing? I haven't checked this in ages. It's probably full up. It's almost full up. You know what I should do is make something a little bit more dense. Do the Klein star. So I'll save the rest of those, and I will go and toss this in to here. So if I take 4 of them, that gets me the next level up. So now I can put the next level in here and toss these across. So I've got the next level, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Already had one. So now combine these, and so on and so on and so on up to the top level. There's the Omega. I need one more. And I'm out. Well, I'll just go ahead and... What happens if I do that? They're still not as dense. They're only half as dense. So... I can't put that back here. Do that. And then say that. I can toss these over. Keep 1. Toss 1. And now replace these. Maybe once it's charged up, then it'll be worth more, and I can maybe duplicate it as full. That may be the way to do it. There we go. Because that looks like it does count what's in it to the value. Alright. So I'll let those charge. It's going to take it a while. That chest in here, don't I? Yeah. Toss that in there. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, I'm still not getting the Dimlets right. This was supposed to be an enchanted forest, or enchanted magical forest biome. So I put the clay material, magical forest biome, normal terrain, and bright day. But it seems to be twilight, permanently. It's like an ocean biome, primarily, filled with molten fairy. And at least the clay part did work. Because it looks like over here, we've got clay land, and we've got another bandit village. So here we got some clay, and up here we've got yet another bandit village. Which I really don't need anything from. But the clay I can use. And this is not baked clay, this is just regular old clay. Clay. Don't go cray over the clay. It's enough here for everybody. Let's head on back. There we are. So to keep this one running with the marble dimension, I actually stuck another dimension builder over here with my new one. Just to keep two running at the same time. I have the power. And just for fun, I made this. It's a nether star block. Which is, of course, just 9 nether stars. I may have to do some decoration with it, just for the fun of it. Because I got plenty of stars. All it takes is power. I can turn each one of these 1,646 wither skeleton souls, and I've got more I can make. If it wants to. So I got, tons of stars. There we go. I can turn all these into stars too. And still more. That was about half what I had. Two. Got plenty of dye, so I switched it over to... The watering can is now working on this stuff. Essence of Shards. Which I think if you put it in various combinations, you get different shards. Well, I found out where all the mobs are in this age. How many we got down here? Whole bunch. Yeah, that's about the only place they can spawn. I've come down. This is the Marble Age. Looks like it's starting another layer here. Still going? I don't know. Let's go back up to the surface. And turn off my night vision or we won't be able to see anything. That's going to take a little bit. But this is the Ocean Age that has the marble. They can't spawn up here. They can't spawn anywhere else. I don't think there's even any caves in this age, so that room is the only place they can spawn. So it looks like it's still running, but I think I've got more than enough marble. I don't even think I'm going to use any of it. So let's take this down and head on back. It is the next day since the last scene. I'd actually have to go back and see where I left off. I've been doing some building in single player to work out the design I want to use. And I think I've got something. And I don't seem to have all my hearts. There we go. So, yes, I'm going to need to start making some of the Mine Factory Reloaded plastic. And the other one I decided to go on is this, the paper wall block from Chisel. So to make that, it is paper around a stick. And I've got tons of paper. I've got 23,000 paper. Sticks should not be a problem. I just get an inventory full of these. 2 inventories full of these. There we go. And now I guess you put like that. And you get the paper wall blocks. Okay, and then need the chisel. Actually, I found another chisel that I want to make. I have those diamond ones, but this one, where is it? Bedrockium chisel. Do I have an extra bedrock cube? I do. This chisel's going to last forever. Just about. There, paper wall. And instead of doing it by hand, let's automate it. I think I ever showed you this. This is something new in Chisel. It's actually, I just put one in there. There you go. And basically you put stuff in there and it will automatically convert it. And I've got speed upgrade, automation upgrade, and stack upgrade. And I've got these pipes going. So if I just put all of these on the floor. No, not on the floor. I think I changed the... Did I change... I guess I did change the... what is it? I don't know. Not those. And not that. Alright, so that's converting. Does it automatically and outputs them over here. So these are pretty nice. They are white. They're smooth. They're low contrast. And they have sort of a horizontal... Get the frame off them. Well, you just go like this. There we go. So they look very nice. So I'm going to use these for the vertical supports in the building. So I want to have some vertical and horizontal elements. And then for the horizontal elements, don't know if I've got just a little tiny bit of plastic. It's enough to make... Oh no. That's the wrong plastic. Don't tell me I can't make the plastic that I want. This one. It uses the same recipe. Oh no. This one's crap. But they both have the same recipe. Alright, I'm gonna have to ask Aaron to use MindTweaker and fix that, because this is the one I want. I really want that one. And now I can't get it because this one's overriding it. Alright, we can fix that, but not immediately. Man. I wanted to check on these guys, and I've realized this is the better way to do it. I had them down here in the energy collectors, but put them up in the relay, then they get energy from multiple locations, and you can burn some of these stacks of energy collectors to power them up, and it's going up so much faster now. So this is definitely the way to do it. So just start giving it some of these. I got plenty in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So give each one 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Well, while waiting on that stuff, thought I'd come out here and check the trees. And I've got the spectacles on, and I'm not seeing nothing. They have damage, huh? So I must be doing something wrong with it, but that's okay. I decided I didn't want to use the woods anyway. Now the bees, they're doing well. They've already mutated up to cultivated, and it's a very stable line by the look of the fact that these drones are stacking up to 63. So I probably do have a lot of drones in my system now. So the bees are fine. If I ever want to get into bees, I'll probably have plenty of drones. Let's go take a look. So you got to melt them down for DNA if you want to do any sort of genetic stuff with that mod. So, we got 67,000 essence of shards. The bees haven't made it up to very high on the list. So drone. Okay, yeah, they're sort of spread out. Most of them are in the machine. Got 16 here. So all the cultivators are new. But wait 24 hours and you get some change. We can see we've got some leaves here that have been... Whoa, that graph's a lot more than I meant to. Oh well. I guess I'll get all the leaves. See what I got. Got some unknown genomes going on here. Alright, well, I guess, oh, look at this one. That gets you a lot of saplings. I know I'm not going to use the woods anymore, but I might use them in a few little places. So let's see what we got. So I need my trealizer. I probably don't have enough honey in it at the moment, but let's put some in here. So that's a hybrid. And this is a purebred. And that is a purebred common beech. So I think common beech is something I was going for. I'm going to need some more honey. Thankfully, the bees have been running, though it looks like they might have stopped now. I'll have to check that too. Let's see. Let's go honey. I got 33. Oh, but I got lots of honeycombs. So let's toss some of those in there. Leave these for later. And fill that up. Alright, so this is a hybrid. This silver birch. Oh, these already did. Those are pure silver lime. And these are probably all pure apple oak. Oops. Yep. This one was a hybrid. So with the pures on the top, hybrids on the second line. Okay. This one, hybrid. So we get silver limes and common beech saplings. So, yeah, this isn't going to tell me how to breed them. Let me check. Be right back. Alright, for the next breeding pair, I want basic spruce, which after you treelize is called red spruce, and some of the silver limes that I got. So let's plant those. And I don't think the watering cans work on them, but bone meal should. Let me get some bone meal. Oh look, a butterfly. My first butterfly. Alright, let's grow these suckers. There we go. And that one. Alright. And the bees are still running. So all's good there. So at some point these should also crossbreed, but it may take a while. But, you know, I'll let it run. Might as well. Not doing anything else with the land. Back in a bit. Oh yes, I wanted to mention that since that initial lightning strike on day one, I still haven't died. If you've seen my experience levels change, either I've used it or I've used this thing, the Mind Stone from Project E, which when you activate it with the letter G on the keyboard by default, I think, it sucks up all of your experience. So I've got 9,739 experience in there. And then you can, what is it, right-click? Right-click the ground. Yeah, right-click the ground, and you can bring it back, or suck it back in. So I've been keeping that in here and just sucking off some of my experience every now and then when I get a good bit. Okay, let's wrap this episode with a view of what I've done on the new base to start. Haven't done much yet, but I've laid out a little bit. And I'm going to back into it just so you can see it like this. This is what the new look is going to be like. I'm using the paper wall blocks for the verticals, the plastics for the horizontals, a little bit of graphite, some fluid display with sanguinite in it. The anti-blocks, I use them around the edge for this continuous texture, and then apply them to regular carpenter's blocks to get the tiled look, both the floor and the ceiling. As you can see, when you put them on the carpenter's blocks, they're no longer full bright like this. They never give off light, except the carpenter's blocks can be hit with a bit of glowstone to make them give off light. They won't change the appearance, but it will let me brighten up dark spots on the floor. Though I'm using the Greg's Lighting floodlight to do a lot of the volume lighting around the place. As you can see, I've already got some dense cable laid in. That's almost part of the aesthetic of the wall. It carries up the black line, while this little bit of purple carpeting, which looks red, carries up the red element to the upper part of the wall. I'm not sure what I'm doing down the middle here. I just sort of temporarily put in some more of the same materials. But this wide section of corridor may have something in the middle of it. There will be narrower sections here where, oops, not there, where the two sections are not so far apart, like that. So you'll see this will be the middle of the hallway. Yeah, this is the look I'm going for. I haven't figured out everything, like what doors will look like. I may want a door here. But I'm liking this two textures of near white, plus a third that's pure white of these tiles. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'm liking this. I'm also working on the shape of the front of the base that sticks out here over the pole, over this spire of rock. Just sort of testing out shapes. I've got like a pentagon base with a dome top. And this is not the final material. This is just marble to try it out. There'll probably be a lot of glass out here, so you get a nice view of everything. With a bridge that's at this level, and then staircase down to here, so you can look back and see the base behind and look out over the ocean here. I've got a curved wall here. There'll be a higher floor, the floor at this level, and then maybe it steps up to a slightly higher floor level here. But I still have a lot to figure out. But I think it's going to look sort of nice. Very futuristic and high-tech. And so I will wrap it up here and say goodbye. And I will be doing a lot of work on this offline. So this is Nonsanity signing out. Do what you do for videos you like. Take care, be good. See you next time.